in the middle of a snowstorm here in Newcastle upon Tyne, but I'm using the Carrera 4S. It's the first time in a while I've driven the 997 Carrera 4S actually, after recently getting its MOT done, and it's coping with the snow absolutely fine, as you would expect. Allows me to have a little bit of fun while maintaining a lot of control at the same time. Now, one thing I want to talk to you about before we get into today's video, one thing I want to show you in fact, is this here. This is what you get when you get 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. So that's pretty cool. It's kind of like an award, but really the award that I really want, and the real award on this YouTube channel, is the fact that I get to drive all these cars on a daily basis. That's the real award, and that's that's the real reason I do it, to have enjoyment and fun with these cars. So if you want to see more Porsche content, make sure to hit that subscribe button and click the bell so you don't miss a single thing. You can also follow me on Instagram, just search for TPN TV, or I'll put the link in the description below this video. Now, as you know, the Boxster winner was chosen. I'm currently in the process of communicating with the winner to get this car to them, or choose what they want to do. Now, it's obviously going to leave a space in my garage. There's going to be a space for a new car. Now, I've been thinking about this for a while. What kind of car should I actually go for? And I've been saving away like a bit of a beaver, and I've got quite a nice budget of around about 90 to 95,000 pounds. Now, doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to buy a car for that much money. It just means that's how much money I've got to play with if I wanted to maybe do modifications or have a bit of fun with whatever car that it is that I buy. One thing is for sure, I'm definitely buying a new car over the next few weeks or months. It's just a case of really finding the right car at the right time. And there's a few cars that I want to run by you guys to see what you would think, and if there's nothing that appeals to you from my little list of 5 cars, then please feel free to put a comment in the box below and let me know what you would choose if you had that particular budget that I have. Now, the first car that I'm thinking about is nowhere near the full budget. It's not even a quarter of the budget, it's about the quarter of the budget. It's a 996 Carrera 4S. I love the styling of the 996 Carrera 4S. It has a low initial cost. You'll need to spend a bit of money on maintenance on these cars, and maybe a few modifications if you wanted to, like a sports exhaust or whatever. All in all though, you'd get a really sorted car for, I would say, high 20s, 27, 28, 29, 30,000 pounds. So I'd have a lot of money spare. I love the classics. It's becoming I know it's not a classic, it's becoming a classic, but it's kind of the closest you can get to a turnkey classic without going air cooled. I think these cars, they're aging really nicely. A lot of people don't agree with that. A lot of people don't like the fried eggs, but if you can look past the fried egg headlights, these cars are really good performance cars. So that is one car which is on my list. The next car on the list is at the other end of the spectrum. It's a 991 GT3, a car which I've been looking for years and years, or saving for years and years. And there have been a few occasions when I have had the money together. It's just we've needed things doing to the house, new kitchens or whatever. So it hasn't, the timing hasn't been quite right. Right now the time is right. I've got the money, the time is right, but I'm kind of thinking to myself, do I really want to blow it all on a car? My full budget on a car like a 991 GT3. I mean, I love the GT3s, and what I would probably do is get a white GT3 and put the Rothmans livery on it. That to me is the perfect 991 GT3. I've also got to consider, would I look like a dick driving around in a 991 GT3 with Rothmans livery on it? Something for me to consider. I know the picture you can see right now is of a 991.2, but it wouldn't be so difficult to put on a 991.1. I think the plain colours, like the plain white, it doesn't really do it for me. I think if I was to get a GT3 without a wrap on, then you'd probably be looking at a silver or a black. But the 991 GT3 is really at the top of my budget, 95,000 pounds. So my next option is to buy exactly what I've already got, in fact what I'm sitting in right now, only it would be the two-wheel drive, the rear-wheel drive option. So this is the Carrera 4S, and I'm considering a Carrera S, and maybe kind of dedicating it for a track usage car. I could put bucket seats in, I could put different suspension on it, put my GT3 wheels on. As you know, I've got a set of GT3 wheels just sitting in storage. Also like the idea of putting a ducktail spoiler on it as well. This is a quick render of what I've came up with. So I think that would be quite nice, but I kind of think to myself, am I really getting that much of a different experience if I go ahead and get a 997 Carrera S, considering I've already got a fantastic 997 Carrera 4S? I'm not entirely sure I would. I like the idea of having a new experience altogether, so we'll see what happens. Remember, if you're not happy with any of these suggestions so far and you think, what are you talking about, get this, then please feel free, put a comment in the box below. The next car that I'm thinking of is a car that I already have, and I did love, but I did get rid of it for reasons I'll explain in a second. It's a 991 Carrera S. Now, this was about 4 years ago when I got rid of my 991 Carrera S, and I got it, and I bought this car instead, the 997, because this car, to me at the time, felt much more like a sports car, and I guess it still does to an extent. But you know, there's no denying that the 991 Carrera S is a good car. You know, you could very easily take it out on the B roads and have fun on it, but also it's a stylish looking car. It's a good cruiser. It's a great car if you wanted to go out, you know, with your wife or your girlfriend to a restaurant or a family or Sunday lunch somewhere. That is why that car is a good car. So I like the idea of having a car like that and running it alongside my 997, so I'd have two 911s. So yeah, that is a really, really good option. That's one of my stronger options, if I'm honest with you. And again, I wouldn't be going anywhere near the full budget of £95,000 when I could pick one of those up quite easily for, you know, around about £55,000 for a really good spec car. So the last thing that I've been considering is actually a bit of a curveball, and it's not even a Porsche at all. It's a BMW F80 M3, a car that I have had my eye on for years. I just love the way these cars look. They are a saloon car, not really well, they are kind of a sports car that the whole family can enjoy. But if your family are anything like mine, they won't get any use out of it whatsoever. So it's a bit of a curveball. Sometimes I kind of think to myself, am I too engrossed in the Porsche world? Do I need to take a step back and see what else is out there? To an extent, I think that is definitely something that I do need to do. However, whether I'm ready to do that right now or not is a completely different matter entirely. So as I say, if there's something on that list that you just think, no, don't get that. Everybody has different ideas about what they would do with a certain budget, and everybody has different lifestyles and different things that they would do with their cars, and different ideas about how their life would be with a certain car. So I totally get that. My choices might not be good for anybody else, but if you've got a good idea that you think I'm missing completely, like I don't know, should I be going for a 964, a 993, should I be going for a 981 GT4? They're all great cars. There's no wrong answers. It's just what suits me at this time in my life. So I'll leave that with you guys. Put a comment in the box below. Which one should I get? Should I get something entirely different? Please don't forget that you can follow me on Instagram. I'll be putting all of the giveaway stuff on Instagram when I get it. I'll be updating you with all of my cars, new cars, garage updates on Instagram as well. So I'll post daily on Instagram, so it's really worth following. Just search for @TPN TV. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you very soon with the next video.